Hello Melburnians, today we are going to look at the visual in our daily essential, coffee. You might be able to guess our topic today from the cover. Yes, latte art. We also have a special guest with us today, presenting to you our local star barista, Vincent Wu.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Visual Literacy Hub. My name is Vincent. I'm a barista, coffee roaster, and a pastry chef.
Latte art is a technique a barista uses to produce figures and shapes on the surface of the foam of espresso-based lattes and cappuccinos. The pattern itself comes from the contrast between the white microfoam and the brown espresso. In terms of its origin, although it's most likely that latte art emerged in different countries simultaneously, the consensus is that it shares root with the espresso in Italy. The real boom in popularity came from Seattle, thanks to a coffee shop owner, David Schomer. In the late 1980s, Schomer started experimenting with different shapes, and by 1989, he had perfected the heart-shaped Rosetta pattern and opened a course called Coffeeeeee Latte Art. Latte art then quickly spread through Seattle, then the rest of the US, and the world.
The reason why I choose coffee as my career is, first of all, coffee tastes good, and also secondly, coffee can bring people together. It's all about connection, and it's all about local community. I started to work in IT, and I traveled from a cafe in Taiwan, and I popped in, and I had an amazing coffee. It was very tropical fruit, juicy, and I was very surprised because I couldn't know coffee can taste like that juicy. Because when I was in the US, it's only like long black or Americano with condensed milk. That's it. So that was a surprise, and I decided to work in coffee. So currently I work as a head barista in a coffee shop in city. Pretty much my daily work just to make coffee or just recipe, but also I do some training for my colleague. 2 or 3 years ago, I competed in national competition as well, and I came to third place in Australia. So this colleague named Kieran, she was pretty into sensory. So I trained her, and now she became top 12 in Australia.
To me, as a customer, I see latte art as an indicator of a barista's skill and experience. Now, let's listen to what Vincent thinks about latte art.
About latte art, honestly, I don't know the story behind it. But when you make coffee, you have to mix your milk and espresso well. I think it just becomes an art naturally. It's also an entertainment between you and your customer. You can make something fancy, like nowadays people make animal, but I don't really do art. I do simple art like heart, tulip, rosetta, swan, something simple. Because if barista spend too much time to make the art to be pretty, and when you have that coffee, it's not the right temperature to drink. That's my personal opinion. Latte art is a basic skill of a barista. To me, if anyone comes to pop in for a trial, I only need this person to be able to do a simple heart and tulip. I don't really care if he or she can do an amazing art, and I don't think barista needs to be a very good latte artist, because in the end, this is a coffee, this is just a drink. The main point is how good of the taste this coffee is. And how do you know this art is good or bad? It should be symmetrical. And the art should be clean and clear. It's not like blurry. Because some people they steam milk too hard and the pattern becomes not clear and it'll be washed out. I think that's a way to know if this is a good art. But it's all about if you like or not. You might see now in movie people stirring coffee before they taste, but you don't really need to, because when barista make your coffee, they already mix that with milk perfectly, so you don't need to.
To make latte art, you first need two things: a shot of espresso with a good layer of crema and the perfect microphone. There are two basic ways to do latte art. The most popular form is free pour, which requires a steady hand and a natural attentiveness to the temperature of the coffee. The second technique is called etching. This is a method in which the barista takes a slim stirrer and etches a design into the pre-existing foam.
Because most of you don't have commercial espresso machine at home, which means the steamer, the pressure is not strong enough to create very fine micro froth, which means when you pour the art, you might not feel comfortable and the milk just doesn't go very smoothly. So when you make coffee, when you want to do art at home, I would recommend just do a simple heart or 3-stick tulip. So there are some other visual design elements in coffee industry, such as design for takeaway cup and design for your package and interior design just to create a nice vibe for customers. I think they are all for branding, they all relate to branding. Like for example, about takeaway cup. But first of all, it has to be eco-friendly. This is a trend in Melbourne now. Some people, they have two blanks on their takeaway cups, like such as you can put what coffee this is, and also there's a blank for customer's name. So I think this is a very good design and to help customer. For interior design, it really depends what sort of vibe you want to give to customer. When you go to suburb, you can see a lot of like homey style and just with lots of wood, and they play funk music in the cafe. But when you go to cafe in city, it's very minimal, and sometimes they don't play music. But it really depends what you like, and also depends what owner wants. In coffee industry, visual design is not really important, but to me, coffee itself is more important. Thank you for listening. I think Melbourne has a big coffee culture, and here you can have coffee from different coffee roasters, such like cold black, Sonali, and you can have competition grade coffee from Ona, and you can have very light Korean style coffee from A Coffee. You have lots of choice in Melbourne, and hope you enjoy your coffee and find a coffee shop you like. I'll see you around. Bye.
To me, if a barista makes me good coffee with beautiful latte art, it will definitely enlighten my day and make me a return customer. It's a little something that is not essential, but will be appreciated by your customers. It's a little piece of visual element that will bring you a moment of happiness and appreciation and brings connection between people. At that moment, the relationship between the barista and the customer is no longer purely commercial, but adds a little more emotional level, like an artist and a viewer. And such connection makes the world a better place, I think. Thanks for watching! Do you think latte art is important to your coffee? Which coffee shop is your local favorite? Share in the comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!